Welcome to Chapter 9 of our story, Changeling the Dreaming, Love Springs Eternal. Before we get into it, we'll do what we always do every week, and that is give a synopsis of what happened last time. Adam is going to lead that, but feel free, Monica and Dee, to chime in if there's anything that's left out. Adam, what went down?
Shit got crazy.
A little bit, yeah.
That's it. No. So, let's see where to begin. So, we had just gotten done, getting away from a goblin and everything, and so we had everybody, in the house with us, in the freehold with us. And as we're all hanging out, figuring out what we're going to do about Mumby and the boys, we get interrupted by the Midwestern Diners Club crew family that had been out and about, and then they came back, and the grandfather, Bab, seemed a little distraught, a little delusional, a little he seemed like he had a little stroke of the dementia. However, he didn't. He actually had, so he just had like a lot of banality because he was
an autumn person.
He was what?
An autumn person.
Yes, he was an autumn person. And so him being in this same building in the freehold as all of us was no bueno. So we had to get everybody out and then get him out separately with that family.
Yes. And on top of that, Morgan saw a glimpse of something a little even maybe more sad in that he was an autumn person, but it looked like maybe at one point he had a changeling spirit in him.
Yes. One that had pointed ears. At one point, he was probably a changeling. It was sad, but he was trying to fuck mine and Dan's shit up, and that bitch had to go.
Okay.
So we essentially split up. All of the other changelings from Eureka Springs that were with us got in a Uber to go pick up their vehicles, and Morgan went with them. And while they were off doing their thing, me and Varix and Pamela were trying to get the family out of the house. So what ends up happening is my character has a good bit of fun wrecking this family by screaming and yelling at them under the idea that there's a carbon monoxide leak in the freehold. So I'm banging on the door, insulting them, telling them to leave the freehold, and that they're not moving fast enough, they're stupid, and they're gonna kill us all, so they need to get the hell out of here. And they did not take to that very kindly. They didn't quite understand the humor in that, so, whatever, a bunch of losers. So they finally leave, almost wanting to start some shit, and Varix was gonna properly dunk on Tom, but Pamela did extinguish the situation a little bit, but not without Tom saying he was going to give us a 1-star review on Yelp.
Which he did.
He ended up doing. So now I'm going to take the, what's it called?
Trod.
I'm going to take the Trod and I'm going to go whoop his ass. So, and then while that's happening, Morgan is in the vehicle with Jake and Grace and everybody else, but specifically with those two because she starts to use her powers to look into their futures.
They were bitching. Okay, they're sitting there bitching and moaning. Hey, we get such a dark fate. I feel like shit's following me. And Morgan's like, well, let's find out. To be fair, she was trying to be a bitch to Grace. 100%.
But not to Jake.
Not to Jake. Not to
But
Jake.
if you are being a bitch in some way to somebody and turn around and do the exact same thing to a friend,
I can see how that would be misinterpreted.
that's all I ask. Jesus.
But here's the thing. She laughed at Grace and taunted her about hers, and she cried when she saw Jake's. So there is a difference. She
Yeah.
had an emotional,
Small difference.
small, subtle difference. They didn't appreciate the subtlety.
There's a lot of nuance there
Yes.
that's not being.
We don't do personal accountability here, okay?
Yeah.
I do, however, so y'all are fucked.
Yes. But I will say on Jake's vision, something pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
Like something pushed back big time. And I got a nightmare dice out of it.
Yep,
Do you
just
want
flat
to
out.
explain what the vision was?
It
Can you
was
explain what the vision was.
It was Jake pounded into the ground with Julio crying and Grace ripping her clothes and acting like a crazy bitch, running off and screaming.
Yep.
Damn. How about that? So, so Morgan looks into their futures and sees that, and they don't take too kindly to it. Not
No.
very happy whatsoever about it. So much so that even after they find out that the vehicles are no longer at the meeting spot,
Well, they're there.
they are, but they're
Just not
destroyed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been monster
They're
trucked.
not in. Yes. So we'll have to get the knocker to help us with that. Maybe. But either way, they drop Morgan off and they
Yeah.
decide we're gonna do our own thing. Snap, snap.
Mhm.
And I decide to. Well, Varix decides to go out and yell and say, "Where the hell do you guys think you're going? We're trying to figure this out." They proceed to tell us why they're leaving, and Varix thinks there's something off about Grace, but he also is part of House Allele who can't ever admit being wrong about anything. So
I
the
don't
sky
think you're
could
wrong.
be the sky. I could think the sky was green, and you're not going to convince me otherwise. So, and Gale had to find that out.
Yeah.
The whispery bitch.
The Slua.
Yeah, the Slua. And so she decided to take her Randall
Mm-hmm.
and go home. So and now she thinks that we're the bad guys.
Well, she was
Maybe
just
we are the
annoyed.
bad guys.
We might be the baddies.
Are we
I
the
don't know.
Might be the baddies.
But I'm just saying, Grace is the one that's like, I'm going to get King Mouth and he's going to bring an army.
And then quickly to just cap off this recap, Pamela is going to see a lady in Little Rock.
Duchess
What's her
Carrie
name?
Dunwood.
The Duchess Carrie Dunwood.
Dunwood.
Dunwood. Duchess Carrie Dunwood, who is the head, oversees pretty much everything in Arkansas, I believe,
Yes,
right?
the Duchy of the Ozarks, correct.
And so we are going. So Pamela's going to go speak with her alone and tell her about what Grace has brought to Eureka Springs and how she plans on fixing it, which is by bringing an army to destroy all the lanes. And while that's happening, Varix and Morgan who are sitting with their fuck ups,
Yes.
and trying to cold call. Who are we cold calling?
We were,
Jacob?
yes, to warn him about because I never actually told him what I saw.
Yes.
And so I was trying to
Because
tell
he
him,
blocked her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
because-
blowing him up on everything you can.
yeah.
Yes.
And
as a normal, mentally stable, regular person does.
she's not. She's a diagnosed paranoid schizophrenic. What are you talking about?
Like
for
I
real.
said,
Yeah.
I'm Varix here saying you are a very
Oh, that's
normal,
true. Okay,
stable
then
person.
yes, Varix. You
A
are
very
you
stable
are
genius.
Yes, 100%
Yeah.
correct.
You know words. You're the
And
best words.
I got to get back in his
So-
good graces though, because she's got a crush on Julio.
And then But while we need to figure out how to get you some penis, the
It's
problem
not
is
just
that
that.
we've got a white
Yes.
Cadillac that just rolled up.
Mhm.
And it's blaring ass and titties with the big bass.
Yes.
Like the
Yep.
windows are shaking.
Yep.
Yes. And here we are.
Yep.
So
Here we are. Well, here Pamela is,
Yeah.
standing at the door of a rather nice home. Duchess Carrie Dunwood in a nightgown holding a cup of tea. And she looks at you, Pamela, and does this. Puts her finger to her mouth, doing the hush motion.
Okay.
And she says, "They're sleeping and we have to be quiet when we go through their home."
Do I know what she's talking about?
No,
Okay.
don't wake them.
I'll just nod.
And she very softly closes the door and motions you to go through the house to the backyard.
Is this the state house or we're somewhere else?
It's a nice house in the Heights.
Oh shit, that's right. We traveled. Okay. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I'll be quiet. I will follow.
Okay. So she escorts you to the backyard. At the back of the yard is a well, an old stone well that looks like it's been capped off. And she says, "Come along." Goes to the well and touches a rock, and the cap slides back. And she makes her way, steps onto the rocks, and you see her starting to walk down, and it looks like she's walking down a spiral staircase.
Okay.
All the spiral staircases.
From the last game.
And the game before that.
Yeah.
Ella Messina was always down a spiral staircase.
Oh.
And you're going down with the slua.
Okay.
There are nods to old games. I do that on purpose.
I'm sorry, I did not catch
That's okay.
that.
You caught it. Dee caught an Easter egg. There you go. But you make your way down, and after a time, you find yourself in near total darkness as you hear above you a metal grating sound as the lid slides back over, and you're in total darkness at this point. And you hear the sound of rattling keys, and a door opens. And through the door, you can see multicolored glowing lights, like fluorescent paint that's like luminescent,
Nice.
leading down this hall. She says, "Come along, dear."
Okay, I'll follow.
She takes you down this hall, and soon it opens up into a room familiar to you, Monica, but not familiar to Pamela.
Mhm.
You've seen this room on the cover of our game. The hallway with the stained glass.
Oh.
But no light is coming through because it's night. And she escorts you past these spiral pillars and takes you into a large conference room in which there is a table that is the exact copy, at least from what literature described it as, of King Arthur's Round Table.
Oh my.
And she seats you at a chair and then seats herself not across from you, but near you, 2 or 3 seats away. Comfortable distance. It's very dark in here. And she says, "Would you like light? I prefer it dark, but I understand if you do not."
A little light, if you don't mind, please.
"I shall light a candle then."
Thank you.
And she lights one near you, and she kind of squints her eyes, even at that. And she says, "Excuse me one moment. I'll Would you like anything to drink or eat?
I would love some tea if you have any.
Yes, I made a rather large kettle. I knew your people rather enjoyed that. So I am trying to be a gracious host.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Probably not as successful as you are, my lady. But I shall return shortly.
Thank you.
She leaves. And then you're left in the silence.
I'm glad I asked for a candle.
In the distance, you can hear the sound of a harp playing. Down here, somewhere. And she returns with your tea and some sugars and cream on a little platter. Puts it down. She says, "Now, what is it that's troubling you? You said it was an emergency."
Yes, ma'am. Do you know of Lady Grace Winterhawk?
I have heard of her.
She has been unknowingly dealing with Thelaine in her real estate business, and there are 2 boggarts and an ogre on her property right now, and she has decided that the best course of action is to appeal to King Milg for an army. And
What?
yes,
Why would she?
I'm not sure, honestly.
That's like lighting your house on fire to destroy a wasp nest.
Yes, precisely. And we were working together with the other Cathane in Eureka Springs, but something changed tonight, and I don't know what could have happened.
Milk is not one to be trusted.
Oh,
But if she has a relationship with him, she would not see it that way.
well, she has made questionable, trusting decisions already.
And you say she is new to your town.
Yes, she's only recently bought property here.
How long ago?
A few days.
Only that.
Yes.
I see. I'm disturbed by this news, Pamela. How are your people in the town taking it?
They seem to be on her side.
And why is that? You're the holder of the freehold, are you not?
Yes. I guess I'm not strong enough of a leader. I guess they wanted to see more of a decisive action than working together. I tried.
What did you try?
I tried gathering everyone and formulating a plan with them and asking what they were comfortable with. And Lady Grace and a few others went to another location, and when they came back, they had changed their minds.
Do they not respect your authority as the lady of the area and the holder of the freehold? Is that what it is? And that this woman comes in, this Arcadian?
Yes. Yes. They'd rather listen to her.
They feel you have no authority.
They may recognize my authority in name, but maybe not in practice. But I'm willing to try again. I'm not coming here asking you to clean up a mess while I do nothing. I know that I maybe could have done things differently, but I also did things the way I think they should have been done, in the safest way, and now that Eureka Springs is in danger, I felt the need to come to you.
You went through the proper protocols. I would say that is the mark of a leader.
Thank you, my lady.
I am a duchess of an entire duchy, an entire state. We have been left alone by Milk for countless years, except when we decided that we would govern ourselves the way we chose. When my predecessor, Brendan McLean, decided that commoners and nobles should work together for a better cause, to come together and find a middle ground. Milk frowned upon this and exiled him. And as a mockery of his legacy, made me Duchess, thinking that I would be weak, thinking that I would be nothing and would fail. And yet here we are 3 years later from that time. And I have done nothing but grow our Commonwealth Council. As a matter of fact, Lady Pamela, there is a vacancy upon that council seat. And she's saying this with like a fire in her eyes. Like, how dare somebody, like, you can tell this news of Milk coming, you know, this lady with a relationship to him coming in here, claiming that she's going to do this, has lit a fire under her ass.
Cool.
If you were to take that position, you would be a member of the Commonwealth Council of the Duchy of the Ozarks, a lady titled owner of a freehold. There would be no one save the king himself or me who could question your authority at that point. But this membership comes with responsibility, for you not only are responsible for Eureka, you're responsible for helping govern the entire duchy itself. Would this be a responsibility that a bargain such as yourself, a no one that anyone thinks is of account, would be willing to take upon themselves?
I'm not brave enough for politics. No, I'm just kidding. She has to think about that. She's very honored, but she also is taken aback because she does not really have the experience. And so her automatic reaction is to be like, of course, I could never. But she doesn't want to say that immediately.
Let's let you stew on that a moment.
Okay.
I think that only fair.
Yeah.
Because that's a big choice that she's just dropped in your lap. And do you really get what she's saying?
No.
Okay, so she is saying...
I assume Pamela would, but I do not.
She's saying that she wants you to join this Commonwealth Council, which she is saying is made up of common folk and nobles in the Duchy of the Ozarks.
That's cool.
Who come together to do... Basically, you're a Duchy council person that you would represent your district.
Okay.
If we had to break it down into those type terms.
Okay, cool.
So think about it. In the meantime...
You're gonna get copyrighted.
Yeah, we are. I don't care.
Worth it.
Sorry.
And so that's blaring from the car. And then a door opens. You see two little legs kind of shuffle down, kind of hop off the seat. And then you see the car shift heavily as a weight load is distributed another direction. And the driver's side door opens. And the car looks like it's being, shall we say, disrobed from this person's body as they get out of it.
Oh my god, the fucking ogre. Okay.
And he just kind of gets up. The ogre it is. Carl gets up and stretches. Tight. Will be a long drive, brother. Yeah, I know. Hey, Jumbie, come on. And Jumbie's like, no, I can't. I'm too high.
We're in the house, right? Me and
Yeah,
Jack's
you're standing
in
on the
house.
porch.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that's
We are.
what I understood.
I
Because
thought
I said,
they were still outside, yeah, when the car pulled up.
yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
I don't remember.
you can be inside where you want to be. you're seeing all this happen, so you're looking out the door. You could be inside.
I thought we were like inside looking out the window.
You
like,
can.
What the
That's fine. You
fuck?
can look out the door. It's a glass door, leading out.
Fuck. Have they noticed both of us? They
I
know
mean, you're
we're-
staring out the window. It's pretty obvious.
Okay. That's...
Why should I be a dog?
No, I was going to tell you to distract them, but if they see me, then...
And you see Mumby wave. Hey, there they are. Come on out. He kind of motions for you to come on.
I can open the door and stand in the doorway. Varric he can do whatever he wants.
Might poke my head out.
Okay. So you stick your head out and it's like, hey, I know you, the puka from the club the night before. The dog that was at our estate too, right? I see the resemblance now.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Aye, don't play coy with me.
Oh, you're that pimp that was getting all that pussy that one night. I should have remembered you.
Yeah, all right. So we're here to say arrivederci. So long, our business is concluded. Thanks, but no thanks for nothing. We're out of your hair, as promised, and on time/early, mind you. Where's your lady of the freehold, whatever her name is?
Can
You
I
know
roll
my
for-
name?
can I roll for
Pamela.
bullshit?
Eatheli Hestus.
Yeah.
Where's Eatheli?
I think she went to Walmart to go get some milk.
Oh. I see.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's unfortunate timing.
shouldn't be long.
Well, we're not waiting around. I just want you to deliver a message for her then. Tell her that our business is concluded and we are men of our word, if nothing else. But we may return someday. We still could be doing some business here. It's a neat town. There's a lot of real estate propositions and things like that. A lot of high dollar homes that we could turn for a quick, good profit. You understand?
Of course, as long as your boss is still here, sinking her teeth into this place.
My
I'm sure you'll have
boss?
plenty of business.
Who? My boss? No, she's a client.
Client.
Yeah. You don't want to meet the big boss. Pray you never meet the big boss.
Oh, is that that's who she works for then?
Nah. We got our own thing. Hey, anyway. Best of luck to you all. Quaint little town. Good folks. We're on our way. Gonna finish up our paperwork. We got all we needed to do at the home. No hard feelings.
Well, you have been so delightful. Such a charmer. Really.
Yeah. I
May
get that a
you
lot.
May you have the most wonderful of days. And grab some wet floor signs, because you're going to need them for all that. Like, and put them down at every party you go to, because you're going to need it for all the pussy you're going to be getting, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bud.
Right. Okay. Same to
From
you.
one-
Everything that you said, back at you, bud. Times
Hey.
10. Hey, before we go, though, one thing. We wanted to leave you with a little present. And,
No, thank you.
Jesus.
No, I insist. And Carl goes around to the back of the trunk and pops it open and pulls out an AR-15.
Yeah, I was running. I was going into the
Okay,
house.
let's roll for initiative.
Oh my god.
Okay. It's what plus what?
Dex
in
plus
your
wits, and then you just
Okay.
add the number that you roll on the dice to your.
roll? Okay, 15.
Okay, Dex plus wit.
Yeah.
And then you do what?
Roll a d10, just a single dice,
Oh, single dice.
and
Okay.
add whatever you roll to the number of dots you have. So, for example, if I had 2 wits, 3 dex, and I rolled a 5 on the dice, that would be a 10 total because I had 5
Oh,
dots and I rolled a
okay.
5 on the dice.
So I got a 10. I have a 10.
Okay,
Because I rolled a 4, and I have 3 and 3.
gotcha. Okay. All right. So, D, what did you get?
15.
Okay. So, the ogre's going to go first,
Cool.
and
Is that the dude with the gun?
uh,
What does he need a gun for? He's big.
he trudges up to the doorstep, and he slams the gun down on the ground, right there,
Oh.
and he goes, "Next time, bring more of those. If we ever return." And he walks off,
What the fuck?
We just rolled initiative for him to do that.
just to fuck with you. Yes.
Oh my god.
Next time, bring an army if you're gonna insult us. You'll need it. Later.
Well, apparently your lady's gonna have an armies that we'll need to fight anyways. So
She hits you because
Ta-ta.
she doesn't want you to tell them any plans.
He stops at you saying that,
She like smacked you like quit talking.
but he heard it.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I have to piss.
He asked him a direct question.
I know.
I have to piss. That's not what I mean. I'm lying. I'm
Would
lying
you
to him.
would you
Yeah.
please not repeat? Would it be possible for you to not repeat what you just said?
What you just said was I have to piss.
Yeah, I
That's
have
literally
to
what
piss.
you just said. So if he
I
said,
have
would
to-
it be possible for you to not repeat what you just said? You could just say, I have to piss.
Yeah, I have to piss, bro. Like,
I bet you
shit,
do.
dude.
So let me tell you this. If we come back and there's an army waiting for us, well, that's really sad and unfortunate. We'd have to call some friends and tell them about that. That'd be really sad and unfortunate for this freehold. And that's a nice gun. And guns are good presents.
Can I take the gun?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm grabbing it.
It's not loaded. There's no magazine in
Fine.
it.
I would figure.
Yeah. It actually is a nice gun. But why they would give you this other than just being assholes and threaten you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hang on to that. Like to pick the bullets from my teeth when people try that shit on me. Makes it fun.
Yeah, you should probably see a dentist for that.
That's how I floss.
Did the baking soda work?
What?
The baking soda soaked. You said for his eczema, the cream wasn't working. Did the baking soda work?
I don't know. Did it? Don't take baths. Gross. You're gross. It's gonna be a long ride back to Georgia. Smelling you. All right. Later, losers. Till we meet again.
See you, buddy.
They pull off.
Morrigan pulls out her phone and pulls up a meme from the internet.
What?
She downloads it onto her Photoshop app on her phone because I'm sure she has shit like that. Question. Monica.
Mm-hmm.
Since Morgan takes pictures and photographs and all that, I'm sure she takes photographs for like advertisements for the Reverie. Would that be a correct assumption?
Yeah.
Would she have access to like the Reverie's like social media sites, like to post pictures and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So she edits this meme, and I will send you a copy in the group chat. And she goes on to Instagram, and she has her Instagram set up to where it will link to Twitter and Facebook. And here, I can send it right now. As she does this, she types a caption underneath it, and it says, it's in code, but there. She goes, just a hops. She mentions the Reverie. She mentions she has that picture, and then behind it, she has a picture of the Reverie, and in the description, she says, welcome to the Reverie, just a hop, skip, and a trot away from Little Rock, Arkansas, nestled in the glamorous Eureka Springs, Arkansas, run by the lady, in caps, herself, Pamela Brightstone. You know, call to schedule for all your wedding and entertainment needs. And then she goes down just a little bit, and she basically puts up a one of those Instagram contests where it's like win a free maximum photography package worth however much it is, dollar amount, and I'm sure it's the maximum one, so it's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
When you schedule your wedding, you know, you're entered to win, you know, for your wedding or family event when you schedule to stay at the Reverie. To enter this contest, you know, subscribe to this page, and then she links her photography page and this page, along with tagging 5 friends. And winners will be, 3 winners will be chosen. And will be notified by direct message in 5 to 7 days. And she puts a bunch of hashtags, and she tags every known Cathane business in Eureka Springs. She even tags her cousin's art gallery in Vegas. Because she thinks it's her cousin. That bitch has got a lot of followers. Who knows? And she starts and in the hashtags, she has stuff like wedding and magical, blah, blah, blah. But she also has things like trod and Thelane, Skaha.
So I guess you're putting out the bat signal is what I'm hearing.
That's exactly what she's trying to do. Just any member of House Skaha, if you can, please get your ass out here. We've got Thelane, and we need help.
Gotcha.
Cool.
We will come back to that in a little bit.
Then she has I'm never going to financially recover from this.
Oath-wise, anyway, maybe not. All right. So we'll talk about that in a moment. But for now, let's go back to in the hole in the ground. There was a boggin talking to a slua over tea about responsibilities that might come to bear. And has Pamela come to a decision, Monica?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And she looked at you expectantly, and that decision is?
I would be honored, my lady.
Yay.
I hope so. I deem you Chair 7 of the Commonwealth Council. You are the rightful representative of Eureka Springs for the Duchy of the Ozarks. Congratulations.
Thank you.
As such, it is my duty to introduce you to the true Duke of the Duchy of the Ozarks.
What?
And from the hall, as if right on cue, she carrying a harp. Small harp. It's not the giant one that, you like sit down to play.
Oh my God.
Makes his way into the room. Lady Pamela, this is Duke Brendan McLean.
Oh.
And he's like, no. I used to be. She is truly the Duchess of the Ozarks. And she kind of smiles, and if a Slua could blush, well, they can. And they do. And apparently it's a brighter shade of red because their skin is so pale than you would have expected. She's like, you flatter me, my lord. Well, you've done an excellent job. You see, Lady Pamela, while I was put in exile, told to abandon the duchy and never return, I could not abandon the people here. I could not abandon the dream that Lady Dunwood and I share. And I believe she must have mentioned it to you, or otherwise you would not have accepted your position. And that is to see the Commonwealth, both noble and commoner, come together to create something outside the rule of King Milk. What do you know of him?
That he is not to be trusted?
Yes. Carrie believes that Milk has ties to criminal activities and organized crime. And one of the more outlandish claims, I must admit even for myself, is that she suspects that he had the former king killed, Barabbas, to take his place. I might have been exiled for ideas, but you cannot kill an idea. You can't kill a thought. And commoners and nobles working together for a common cause to someday form a true commonwealth outside Milk's authoritarian nature. That is my dream. And if you would share my dream, then I welcome you with open arms to this council.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean she's agreeing. Like, I don't know what to say. She already agreed.
Well,
She's not gonna
you
be
have
like,
to
oh,
role
I
play.
don't know.
You have to say what you're going to say.
She would just say, yes, of course, I agree. Something.
Then kneel, Lady Pamela.
And I will kneel.
I bequeath thee the title of council member of the Commonwealth. Chair 7. Your title shall reign until that time in which you are either ended, which we shall never hope for, or that you wish your reign to cease. As such, I bestow on you all the rights, responsibilities, and privileges therein of that title. Please rise.
She stands up.
And he takes something from his pocket. And it's a golden bee brooch with little diamonds around the head. And like clear, gossamer, translucent wings. And the wings flutter.
Aww.
Mechanically.
So cute.
This is your title of station. It is an honor to say that you were the first Boggin ever on our council.
Nice. Boggin representation!
And I believe that maybe long ago this was yours once too.
Aw, that's so nice.
And so he pins it to your shirt. And the wings kind of move back and forth like it's resting on a flower, getting honey or something.
Oh, it's so cute. She touches it reverently and gently.
And it, moves a little bit. It's like a bee that's stuck in place, but not in like a bad way, just that it's there,
Mm-hmm.
Any Cathane in Eureka who sees that will know that you are the rightful holder of your title. And I should very much I know it will be difficult, but should very much like Carrie has told me about your freehold, and I would love to visit it sometime. I must be very careful about that, you understand?
It would be my honor to have you.
And then it is my honor to provide you a gift for that freehold as well. And he goes to the back and comes back, and he comes back with what looks like a baking stone.
Ooh.
With like wheat crisscrossed across it.
Ooh.
He says, this is a great treasure of a warm hearth of a freehold long ago that was always welcoming.
She's probably touching it even more reverently than the bee
Yeah.
approach.
It will take any organic matter, and I mean any, and turn it into delicious sweetbreads.
Aww.
I know you're overworked, and I know you enjoy that.
Nonsense.
But sometimes when things are a little too crazy, this can maybe help things get under control.
Thank you so
Typically,
much.
the bread is plain, but in a freehold such as yours, I have no doubt that it will be delicious and talked about for years to come.
Oh, well. Thank you.
Now, Carrie told me briefly of your problems. And you say that there's a what, Carrie? Thelaine. She says that there are Thelaine in our city. That is not good. That is not good at all. Why on earth are they there?
They, Lady Grace Winterhawk was partnering with them for some real estate dealings and did not know that the brothers she was working with were not Boggins, but Boggarts.
Rolling for him real quick. Hold on. Lady Grace Winterhawk, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, spill the beans, dude. Spill all that tea.
Seems like she has worked her way up in the world, from last I heard of her. And Carrie goes, yes, she's made it into the Fortune 500 magazine. I saw it the other day. Well, that's certainly more than I would have expected from someone like her. Last I knew of her were my dealings with King Maog when I had to go as an emissary for the duchy when we were still on speaking terms, shall we say. She was just a Arcadian she that happened to be in Atlanta. No one of import, but I knew she was ambitious. Let's see. House Varric? Is that right? Lady Grace, Carrie is like, yes, I believe so, sir. Unseelie. Well, Maog wouldn't like that.
She seems very confident that he will send her an army.
Really?
Yes.
And he looks at Carrie, and she nods her head, like something makes sense to the two of them now, upon you saying that. Then maybe the rumors are true. But we shouldn't spread gossip.
Just say I'm right, please.
Well, what can we do to help?
Pamela has honestly not thought that far ahead, and neither have I. Well, he can't do much. He's in exile, technically. He can't just come out there and be like, stop. But, I mean, now I have this title. I don't think that's gonna mean people will listen to me more. She's doubtful about that, but she does think maybe she could rally some of the other people. Like, Chuck and Crescent are still in the hospital. They haven't taken a side yet. Yeah, and Kyle's wasn't there either. So maybe we could rally them, and now that I have the title, I'm not really sure what else they can do unless they want to
Get him to spill the beans.
Which beans?
On Grace.
To who? Just to me?
You.
What am I gonna do?
I mean, she's in your backyard.
Well, what? Okay, I guess I would say, is there
She's
anything...
like laying on your couch right now. And her feet are about to be up on it.
Oh, that bitch. I would say, is there anything I need to know about her?
Just, I don't know much about her, just that she was coming up in the world when I knew of her, or trying to, but her being unseelie and being to that house that was frowned upon. You see, this is the Kingdom of Willows is very much a Seelie area, but if she is the king's favor, as you say, or she claims she did, and has done so well for herself, it would appear that maybe, perhaps, Myog is not so Seelie after all. Which raises more questions that we won't go into right now. But a few things do make sense to us. We certainly have much to discuss, do we not, Carrie? Yes, we do. Yes, we do indeed. I would just caution you that if she is unseelie, that is not necessarily a bad thing, but that their nature is a bit more, shall we say, duplicitous. And smiles and a honey tongue often hide their true intentions.
I'll have to find some way to stop her then.
Again, I ask, is there anything that we can do to help you?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure what I'll do. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, are we gonna have to fucking kill her?
Well,
like,
so here's the thing to think about. I think you're on the right track. We'll take a pause.
killing her?
No. Not
Yes.
Don't listen to D. You have like everybody was respecting that she's this Arcadian she. You have a title of lady, but so did she. Mm-hmm. But you have actual authority over the district now.
Okay.
That's a big start if you wanted to try things on your own.
That's what I'm thinking, that I'll go and appeal to people now that
That's what a leader would do. They would try to handle it themselves before turning to someone else.
That's what I'm saying. Because I also don't know what the fuck they would do unless we need to fucking kill her. Like, what are they going to do? I think I want to try again. Because even before I talked to this lady, I was saying, well, we can talk to Chuck, Crescent, and Kyle. and then maybe the other ones will calm down. So, yeah, I think I'm ready to try again, basically, because I also need to consult with Morrigan and Varix.
Okay.
So, thank you for this honor, and I do hope it will be a help. I think it will, but I will do my best not to fail my station.
The honor is all ours. But I ask one last thing. You must take an oath to the Commonwealth Council and to remain silent about me and what we have discussed tonight. Doing so seals your right upon the council, but all council members must take it.
I understand.
Then repeat after me. By the rivers that flow through this land,
By the rivers that flow through this land,
by the sun that shines in summer sky,
by the sun that shines in summer sky,
and by the gray that darkens the winter nights,
and by the gray that darkens the winter nights,
I swear that I shall be loyal to this Commonwealth,
I swear that I shall be loyal to this Commonwealth,
and that the secrets revealed to me shall remain secret.
and that the secrets revealed to me shall remain secret.
If I should fail to keep this oath,
If I should fail to keep this oath,
then may the dreaming strike me dead.
then may the dreaming strike me dead.
Lady Pamela, it is an honor to have you with us.
Thank you, my lord.
Please return here under cover of night should you need us.
I will.
Do call first, though, dear.
I will.
Well, I will lead you back out.
Thank you.
We will not go through the house. The house is a, shall we say, safeguard. Come with me. And she takes you up and out. And as you're leaving, you look at the house and give me wits plus alertness, difficulty 6. Or actually 7, because it's dark.
I got nothing, but
Nothing.
also 2 1s. Is that a botch?
It's a botch.
Okay.
Yep. Oh dear, be careful. And
Get this eye.
you trip, and there's a little. No, do not. Bad. Go away. She's a welcome guest here.
What the fuck?
And you see something dark scurrying off into the bushes,
Oh.
and it shakes. It seems we woke them up after all.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Come on. Come along.
Okay. Shit. What the fuck?
No. No, she is not. She's too grisly.
I just nod.
And she takes you off and she says, the car will take you back. Thank you for telling us what is going on in our duchy.
Yes.
We shall be in touch soon, I promise you.
Thank you.
You will not have to face this alone,
Thank you.
but rally and reassure your people.
I will.
Lady Pamela,
I will.
be the leader they need you to be.
I will.
Farewell and good luck.
Thank you.
And then she slinks off into the bushes. And you hear whisper shouts, like scolding. And off the car takes you back to the State House, back behind the building, to the basement area. You going in?
Yeah.
You make your way through the trod.
Mhm.
You are back in no time in your garden.
All right. Hurrying back to the reverie.
Okay.
Back inside.
Pamela comes in the back door. Shortly after all this stuff has gone down. Maybe 5 minutes or so has passed.
I see Varric's holding a gun.
Yeah. He's holding an AR-15 with night vision on the top.
She just stops,
Yeah.
like...
And I'm just gonna be like, oh hey, and like waving it.
Where did you get that?
Oh, just a couple of really close friends of ours.
Oh? She looks at Morgan. Is Morgan there?
The boggart and the ogre dropped it off.
What?
They said that they finished their paperwork and they were leaving as agreed, but that they would be back for further business. And then someone, she looks at Varric, mentioned that Grace was trying to summon an army. They didn't seem too happy about that.
I couldn't imagine why.
And then they said that if we're going to have an army and cause problems, we'd need a lot more of them. And he kind of gestures with his beak at the gun.
Oh, I see. Well,
I still think that they are in cahoots with Grace, and that this army that they're bringing is the one that she's actually bringing.
then they wouldn't have been
Take it.
angry to hear about it.
I still think it's bullshit. I think they're playing us for fools.
Well, here's what we need to do. We need to talk to Kyle and Chuck and Crescent before they do.
That's probably too late.
Well, I have this now, and she gestures to the brooch, and she says, the Duchess...
And the wings flutter as she gestures to it.
Aww.
The Duchess has granted me a position on the Council of the Commonwealth, and this title does give me more power than Grace has. I think...
Whoop-de-doo.
I will... If we talk to them, that's the first thing we should do. And if we can convince the others not to go along with it, then we have a chance of defending ourselves.
And if we can't?
Then I can ask the Duchess for more help. Or I can talk to Grace directly and tell her to stop.
Stop her from bringing her army?
Yes.
Your phone vibrates, Morgan.
Yeah. What is it?
You're getting a lot of likes on the Instagram post.
Ooh.
Yeah. I probably should clue Pamela in on that.
But you also have a missed text
Okay, what's the text say?
from a number you don't recognize.
Okay.
And it says, hey, it's Julio. Jake's pretty mad and asked me to tell you to please stop sending him messages. He'll get over it, I think, but he needs a little time, okay?
She texts back that, because she doesn't understand, so she's not going to say I understand, because she would not give two turtle shits if somebody did that to her. She goes, okay, because she doesn't, I have suspicions about Jake, but Morgan does not. Yeah, but it's probably just major tinfoil. So she texts back, she just says, please watch his back.
Already on it.
And she just texts back, thank you, and then she leaves it alone.
And you just text back, you're welcome.
I hope that was actually Julio and not some person, random butthole. She goes, Pamela, I may.
Well, here's the
Now-
thing. You have an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
It pops up and it says, this person may be, and it says Julio Garces.
Oh, okay.
Oh, like suggest.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because they do that now.
Yeah, they do, and
Yes.
it's creepy as shit. So Morgan goes, Pamela, because now she's starting to realize that maybe she jumped the gun with what she did, but she goes, we may be getting some more guests of a caffeine nature.
Oh.
She just shows her what she posted
Oh.
on the site. So she sees this kitten on this unicorn.
I see.
There's a couple of comments underneath it like, lol, what? What the fuck? Why is it cat riding a unicorn? What's
And then
a scat hatch?
It's just this cat going, Scott, we ride like thunder.
She's like, I see.
I'm sorry, that was the one phrase that makes no sense why it's so fucking funny to me, but it is.
That's okay.
She goes, I can't guarantee that any of them will show up. We're not a big house. We're spread very, very thin and very, very far. But if nothing else, if some of them see this, some of the oracles may be able to tug some strings in our favor,
Pamela,
even if they don't show up.
you can give me, because you did pretty good with your mild roll the last game. You can give me intelligence plus politics, difficulty of 7.
Nope.
No.
Not a botch, though.
Oh, that's good. All right. So yeah, that's out there now.
Well, thank you for doing that.
I told her she should have put a bird on it.
I didn't have time.
A what?
Normally I would
A
have.
bird.
What's a bear?
Crow.
Ah.
You're a raven.
What's the difference?
You're bigger.
Oh, I'm bigger.
Dan,
You're
do you
bigger.
just want to be on the Instagram page? You know you can't.
Oh, I.
He's on my Instagram page.
Oh, okay.
And she pulls it up and
It's just
It-
to everybody else. It just looks like pictures of
The
like-
the
like-
dick crystal.
like yeah, just the crystal or just like the courtyard or just a tree.
his outline though is in her watermark for her pictures though. It says
Ah.
Morgan HS Photography and it has a little crow my ass raven outline on it.
Cool.
And yeah.
What were we talking about?
I don't know. Maybe I'm famous,
Yes, you're Insta famous.
and I didn't have to show my tits.
No, you didn't. But I may have to go show mine when I have to hand out these photography packages.
Lawrence
Makes
wants to say it if that happens.
The photography package.
Lawrence.
Who's Lawrence?
Verix.
He's not. No. No. That's not part of the deal. Part of the joke is I have to wash his dog balls.
I tried, lad.
Eh,
He had his chance during the French Revolution apparently, and whatever that was about. And I don't want to know. It's okay. I don't care.
well, apparently my dog balls have been washed multiple times, so
In every
it's got to
lifetime.
be in every lifetime their dog balls are being washed.
You're just
What were we
really
talking about
close
again?
friends. I don't know. I have a habit of derailing conversations.
What'd he say?
He has a habit of derailing conversations.
Oh. She asked Pamela, she got, oh, actually no. I have a. She really put she. Oh shit.
Yeah, she
Uh-oh.
didn't. She hasn't said yet what she was gonna say. What she was gonna tell Pamela about the visions, because Julio texted her.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
That's
true.
what was going on.
That's no. Me as a player also thought of something because she just put that out, and for that in an attempt to make that go viral, but she has the Reverie and her personal photography page marked on that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she tagged someone who might be her cousin, and she hasn't talked to her family in 5 years.
Does her family follow her?
I don't know.
Well, we'll find out.
I didn't think that through earlier. My bad. But she wouldn't be thinking about that. So she tells Pamela, she goes, "I am sorry. I am the reason
What
that
happened?
Grace went off the rails." And she kind of looks at her feet because, like, she knows she done fucked up. She goes, "Grace and Jake were constantly chatting about how they felt like they had something following them and they had something after them, and I might have taken a peek to see what that was, and I did take a peek. Not might have, I did. I took a peek.
What did you see?
With Grace, I saw her clawing to get away from that which would come to claim her as its
Oh, yeah.
yellow glowing eyes in the dark. Jake," and she kind of swallows real hard. She goes, "I saw him and Julio and Grace in her house."
Outside the house.
Oh, it was outside the house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Outside the house with Julio crying and Jake dead and disfigured in front of them. Grace ripped at her clothes and screamed and ran away. And whatever it was that I saw on Jake's vision, something pushed back
What do you mean?
hard. Something did not want me to see what I saw.
Oh.
It may have prevented me from seeing more.
And this is the first time Varix is hearing this too, right?
Yes, this definitely should be.
Okay.
It is. I don't know if it's the crow. I don't know if it has something to do. I don't know. Trixie was swooped up by the crow. The crow seems to be, or perhaps it's the crow seems to be coming after Grace. If it's coming after, I don't understand why it would be coming after Jake. Trixie wronged the Freehold. Grace has wronged the Freehold, but I don't see how Jake has wronged the Freehold. And I don't even know that the crow is. I don't know. I don't think that the crow is a benevolent figure by any means, but it does seem to be. I don't know. Out of character though, because I re-listened. Gail did tell you guys, I was in my room so I didn't hear. Gail did tell y'all that an influence of the crow was in the reverie with y'all
Yeah.
when they were meeting, but I don't know that.
I'll tell
There
you
was-
that then.
And she kind of gets a look like a thought popped in her head, but she doesn't want to have that thought. So she just doesn't really say anything. But she does ask Varix. She goes, "Varix, what do you know about House Varich?"
I got a out of character roll for that, I think, because I don't know what I would know about that.
Okay.
Other than yeah, what do I?
You just seem
Politics.
politically savvy.
So do intelligence plus politics Difficulty 6.
Uh, 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know that Varich is, or Varric, sorry. They're known as puppet masters. They originally hail from Russia. They were once worshipped as gods by mortals who dreamed and shed blood for them. They, before the shattering, they had already returned to Arcadia with many of their vassals. They thrived in the Arcadian winter. And they're known for their frozen hearts and their inability to love. The founder of the house was once betrayed and loved, fooled by a Slua sorceress into loving a magical construct made of snow. When the maiden melted away in Varric's heat-hidden embrace, Varric's parents they set a curse upon the Slua. So they don't like Slua very much. And
Have I made a mistake calling my character Varix?
no,
Okay.
you're fine. To this day, that enmity still exists between the Slua and House Varric. They search for meaning in everything, and look for patterns. But they wait, look for all the evidence they can, and then reconvene to plan how they're going to move forward.
That sounds like a lot of planning.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't sound anything like what Grace is doing.
Yeah.
Nope. And that's her house.
She must be taking some willpower punishment or whatever, like, or if you go against your house, doesn't that do something?
No.
Oh.
No, they have a different flaw. They can never swear an oath of love to another person, and they have really bad empathy. Morgan could have really easily been a Varric, minus the not swearing love to people.
I love lots of people.
You just have no empathy, is what I'm saying.
What?
I have empathy.
She has empathy. She doesn't have tact.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. There's a difference.
I'm sorry you're an asshole. So,
I'm an intentional asshole, though.
I'm sorry you did something stupid. That's what Morgan would say. But it's
Yeah.
okay. It's all right. Everyone does something stupid.
Yeah, that is Morgan.
Yes.
Like, I'm sorry you did something stupid. Now here, let me help you fix the stupid.
Yes.
Like, Morgan absolutely will help you fix the stupid.
Yes.
But she will also call you out on it. And that's why she said, yeah, I did that. That was my bad. It was stupid was me.
yeah.
I did a dumb thing. And
So-
I apologize.
Does Varix want to reiterate any of that, Adam? Or well, you got asked a direct question. What do you know about them?
Oh,
Like I did.
I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. I haven't even been paying attention.
Morgan at first acts like, oh, okay. Then she stops and she shakes her head. She goes, tell me what you know about House Varric. Or Varric. I don't know.
Varric, yeah.
Yeah, Varric.
Well, despite their close resemblance to my name, I have no relation to them, and then I'll spill the beans.
Okay, just reiterate what I said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he lays that out for both of you.
And this is what Grace is supposed to be?
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. She every time she would interact with us, she was gauging our reactions. She was looking for the patterns in our personalities to gauge us, to play us, manipulate us.
That doesn't explain her brash decision to call an army upon Eureka Springs.
No.
Unless she's already thought about it.
And decided that that's what
Maybe she was already waiting for the phone call when Mumby showed up
Well, an army's gonna be here, and they're known to fight. Mombi and his brothers left.
They said they're bringing their own army when they come back, unless said army is the same one that Grace is bringing in because they're working together.
No. They said if we had an army, they'd bring one too.
Was that what they said?
Yes. Yeah. If I misworded it, that's how I meant to word it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like
I
he
thought they were
stopped.
bringing-
He
I
stopped.
thought he was trying to say they were bringing an army.
No,
No.
he's not like we're coming packed next time. It was like if you escalate this, we're going to escalate it too. We want to buy property in this area and keep doing business here. We like this place. But if you guys make it a problem for us, we'll make it a problem for you.
Got it.
And Grace is also scared. I could tell that from the vision. She is terrified of what is coming for her. It might be the reason for having King Mile raise an army.
So-
What could scare an autumn she with a king in her pocket that bad?
Maybe we should find out.
You want to find out?
I could go
You'll
talk
go
to
find
her.
out.
Yes.
Oh, talk to her.
Yes, I wasn't there when she got angry. I now have a more respected position, and I am the owner of this freehold and the one she came to when she considered living here. I think I have plenty of reason to talk to her.
Well,
I'm sure she'd love to see me again.
yes, she would, Verix.
I think we got along really well, actually.
As a dog.
Well, you know, sometimes you gotta get the good side. So, I can be a dog.
Morrigan, you can go.
No. I cannot go.
You burned that bridge. Is that the words?
Mm-hmm.
You poured gasoline all over it, and then you shot on the bridge, and then you lit that on fire, and then you threw more
Dan.
gas,
Okay, Dan, we get it. Thank you.
and then you roasted marshmallows on the burning bridge. What? I'm just saying what everyone's thinking.
I did not have that thought. Thank
Oh.
you, Dan.
Well,
And I'm sorry.
I also did not have that thought.
Looks like it's just you, buddy.
oh, well.
No, technically out of character. It's not just him.
I know, but in character. Yeah, okay. We all acknowledge that Morrigan fucked up. Okay, Morrigan acknowledged that she fucked up.
I know you meant well, Morgan.
Not with Lady Grace, I did not, but I did
Oh.
with
I believe that you meant well for the greater good of trying to see what was hounding her. Good for us.
That is true. Yeah, I will accept that judgment, but a good portion of me wanted to just be a cunt to her. I am sick of her and her tomfoolery.
Language. There are virgin ears in here.
She glares at him.
Mine.
I will cook you on this. Oh, sorry.
I'm sensitive.
Morgan's just kind of like, I've stepped in something and I don't know what I've done. Like again,
Cook
like,
me
I've
on that.
stepped in
What was
something.
that?
This is something the Duchess gave me.
What is it?
It's a. What did he call it? A breadstone?
Uh-huh.
A breadstone that will turn anything I cook on it into sweetbread. So
Get it
don't make me mad.
I'll put it on the table. Put some stuff on it now. Let's go.
All right, Dan.
Sweet
what should we
bread,
try?
sweet bread, and ants and sweet breads. Verix,
You're right. We've had
take
a
a
long
shite
night.
on the
No,
thing.
no.
No.
How How about the gun?
No.
It's
It's got to be organic material.
Oh, he
Doesn't
didn't
it?
say that.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
did.
she didn't say that.
yeah.
Oh shit! I can't keep a
Where-
secret. I'm a boggin. Why didn't I think of that?
Where am I
gonna
shitting?
die. Don't shit.
So you're retconning, saying he didn't.
No, I don't want to say that. I don't
Okay.
want to say that.
That's what I'm.
But I just realized that I'm a boggin and I can never keep a secret.
You have a
because
hard
of-
time doing it.
No, my Pandora never keep a secret. Fuck. Okay.
Is that your unseelie?
Yes.
You don't have to go by unseal. You don't have to do it. It's just those things reward you for playing them out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Morgan's just doing it because she's in an asshole mood. That's
Okay.
literally the only reason.
I thought it
Now,
was stuff I had to
character-wise,
do.
it's probably eating you up inside.
Oh yes, it's going to. Yes, but she fully intends.
But you
to keep
remember
this.
that your oath means you die.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
So
And I'm like, they can just assume the Duchess did everything. I don't need to bring up the dude.
yeah.
But yeah, I'll probably take some like an old banana or apple or something, and put it on there and
And
bake some.
Dan's hopping up and down. Put it on.
I'm going, Dan. We
Put
still
it
have to
on.
bake
I
it.
want to see it.
Okay. Okay.
I've heard of these.
I
It's
know.
a treasure.
I'm excited too.
It's a treasure.
I'm excited.
They gave you a treasure.
Yes.
It's rare.
I know, and this is exactly why I feel more confident to talk to Grace.
Watch it. Look.
Yeah?
And the banana starts to like flatten and break down and then starts to rise in a matter of minutes, and it's a loaf of banana bread.
Oh.
We're gonna be rich. Do you know how many roses and worms there are in the garden?
Mm-hmm.
Rich.
We are not cooking my roses.
We're not gonna cook them. We're gonna put them on the stone and Ferrix. Whenever
What?
Miss Pamela goes to sleep, take a shot on that.
I'm not eating
Morgan.
Barrett's shit!
Morgan is standing behind Dan or beside Dan. She's just looking at Barracks like and shaking her head no. Like that stern, like don't
I'll
even.
give you one of Morrigan's dollars.
Wow, a whole dollar?
A whole one. A real one.
I drive a hard bargain.
Stop. We're gonna need those.
We will. Why?
Did you not see what I post?
Oh, that's a great problem. Well, it's late. I'm knackered. Shall we go to bed?
Yes, we should. I don't know
Oh,
if
yeah.
I'll be able to sleep, but yes.
I need some willpower. It's gonna have to happen.
Yeah, me too. Or I need glamour, that's what I need.
Okay. So you all rest.
Mhm.
It's a good night's sleep. Everybody gains a point of willpower, and if you had any spent glamour, you can get one back.
Can we get dross if we didn't?
There will be a dross made.
Okay.
Adam, you were missing some glamour, weren't you?
Yes. I did get one back after my
Yeah, and you'll get
escapades from
another
last
for
week.
sleeping in the freehold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who gets the dross?
I don't know.
You can have it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you
I
use
gotta- I
powers
gotta-
a lot more than I do.
It's a new
I
day.
gotta get some more glamour.
It's a new day.
Uh-huh.
The Instagram post, there's a few more likes. There's a couple of messages in your message box from people that got the hint. A couple.
Uh-huh.
People you don't really remember, but just saying what's going on.
Okay. I messaged them what's going on.
I said,
that we
are you telling them
got
they're there now or that they were?
Well, didn't somebody tell us that the lane are like rats? If you see like a couple, there's like dozens more.
Yeah.
So she probably says we knew of 3. They've left town, but we suspect that there are more embedded in the region because they want to come back and do business.
Okay. So it looks like it's been read, but there's no reply.
Yeah.
But you do have another message in your inbox.
Yeah.
And it's Jake. And he says, you can come see me today, but stop sending me messages. I have a few things I want to say to you. You're just going to listen. If you can agree to that, we'll talk.
Okay, well, she doesn't reply back because he said not to send any more messages.
Okay. Okay. So what's everybody's plan for today? I can't do much in the way of helping.
I guess. Well, she doesn't know where to fucking meet Jake, does she?
There's only one place that you can think of that he would be mentioning.
Oh, probably Grace's house.
No, Eureka Live.
Oh, Eureka Live. Okay. Well, then she's gonna put on her contrite face and tell Pamela she's going to Eureka Live, and she'll tell her about the other messages that she got for people that got the hint.
Okay. Do you need us to come with you, or do you think this should be an alone thing? Probably should be an alone thing.
Probably. I just need to go take my dressing down and apologize.
If you can talk him back onto our side.
He said that I was to just listen.
I see.
He had some things to say, and maybe if I can just sit there and listen and hear what he has to say,
He'll feel better about it.
he'll feel better about it and realize that whatever issue he has with me shouldn't come between him and you.
Yes.
I'm the one that fucked up, not you.
Well, good luck.
Make
Would
sure
you
your
like to
eyes
take him
don't
some-
start doing
some
that
banana
weird shit
bread?
again.
We don't like. She just goes, yes, thank you.
Who dat?
Freak alive.
Oh.
There ain't no damn best friend.
Oh shit!
She
Yeah.
pissed off one of the 2 Uber drivers in Eureka.
You're right. Well, now you're gonna get the daytime one. That's fine. You won't get the nighttime one. Do you want to take him a baked good? Do you know what his favorite is? Do I know what his favorite is?
Do we know what his favorite is? Can we roll for that?
Yeah. Can I roll?
Pamela
for,
can roll for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What should I roll?
Actually, no. Because that's the first time you've ever met him.
Oh shit! You're right. That is the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Good call.
Would I
Could I
know?
guess?
It'll
He
be.
seems like a cinnamon cake kind of guy.
You know what? I think Pamela should roll for guess. I think Pamela would be good
Okay.
at that.
Could I do like an empathy and a perception type of shit?
Sure. Difficulty 8. Because you don't really
Sorry,
know.
we just totally took over your game there for a second. Sorry.
It's fine.
I just think this will be fun. If I botch, I make him something he's allergic to. 1, 2, -1. So 1 success.
You think, I mean, if you made a muffin assortment, most people like those.
Okay. I get
You
to
can
work.
find one he likes in there.
Okay.
All right.
Don't come in the kitchen.
I leave. Thank you for helping your girl out. Where it's like trying to use slang and it's like awkward.
Well, Varix, I feel like you're getting left in the dust.
Wait, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just cooking. I don't know.
What
if
are
Varys
you
wants
thinking
to do
about
either.
everything?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you gonna try to get some ammo for your new gun?
So,
He's
wait, what?
probably
I
a
know,
felon, so no. Can felons buy ammo?
I don't think
Yes.
I'm not
a gun, no.
I don't think I'm a felon.
I don't know why I want Varix as a dog with a gun. I think that would be
Just slung on his
hysterical.
back.
Yeah, like Rambo dog or something.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
don't have to do that, man.
we could make it happen. I'm just trying to think. Okay, so I know Morgan's going to see Jake, and Pamela's going where?
I'm not sure yet. Probably, I'd like to try to talk to Grace, but I don't know if it's too soon. I may ask you what you think, because I think maybe I could invite you along, or we could go talk to Kyle, and Crescent and Chuck and see where they stand. Or we should just go straight to the source, talk to Grace, try to get more info out of her. But I don't know if you and I make a good team for that. I think we're a little too different, as we discovered last night in the Reverie. Maybe you could talk to Chuck. You got on really well with him.
Oh, that's true.
True.
And it's like a Puka Brotherhood thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's. I don't.
Well, if there's a brotherhood, no one would talk about it.
That's true. That's the first rule of Puka Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Don't talk about.
There's no such thing as Puka brotherhood.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess I could do that and see how everyone's doing.
Yeah,
Okay.
we might as well check up on him.
Okay. So, what am I getting? You two are going to the hospital?
I can't decide whether I should go talk to Grace or not.
Okay.
I'm worried that it would be too soon, but I'm also like, I don't know if that's just wasting time. Should I just go talk to her?
It's up to y'all. You could divide it 3 ways.
That's what I was thinking too.
Dan needs to probably stay at the freehold so somebody's here.
Oh yeah.
Because if nothing else, if somebody tries to fuck with the freehold, he has fear and he can invoke the weird. So, like, he can scare the shit out of anybody that comes in. Like, they either freeze in place or they freaking run for it.
Okay. Yeah,
Because he has a big scream.
I could call her, but then I have to tell her about my new title. It's just not going to be as impressive as seeing my cool little bee brooch.
Wait, do you just want to go show her off your new brooch to her?
Basically, because it shows that I have more power than her now.
Yeah.
And just try. And she also still believes, like, Monica does not think this, but Pamela thinks she can smooth things over and just be like, what happened? You don't gotta do this. And that's why I'm reluctant to go do that, because Monica thinks that's a waste of time. Or maybe we could get more info out of it, and I don't want to just waste time and go talk to her, but that is what Pamela would want to do, so I think that's what I will do.
I'm kind of also thinking about going to Gale, too.
Oh.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, because you and Gail had words. And yeah, I could see Varix doing that. And if you can get Gail back on our side with Randall, it'd probably be like super fucking helpful. Because Grace is paying for Chuck and Crescent's hospital bill. Like,
Yeah, I remember that too. They may be like, yeah, she already saw us. She told us there's
Yeah.
a new plan.
yeah, so
I guess I'm gonna go do that then.
Okay. All right. So, Morgan going to see Jake. Varric's going to see Gail. And Monica, yes or no on...
I'm going to go see Grace.
Okay.
I'm
All
going to
right.
make her something. I don't know.
Okay.
you're gonna make her shit bread.
Varix, before you go. No. No, I'll just make her something bread. Trash bread, maybe.
So, we'll deal with we'll wave the hand of time and say you're all in your respective places, okay? Dan agrees to watch.
How do we get...
It looks like it's going to be Ubers.
Are there 3 Uberers in Eureka?
You could also ask neighbors for rides and stuff like that. It's a pretty friendly town.
We're using Uber Pool.
Yeah.
It is, can Varix and Morrigan split one?
Sure.
Like, are they close enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Pamela gets the guy that I pissed off last night.
You could just go to downtown, and you'd be fine.
Okay.
Okay. So, Adam will deal with you first.
Okay.
With arriving at Crystal Waters. And the young lady from before is there. And she sees you and she says, I was told that she's not doing any readings today for dogs. She said to say that to you. I'm sorry.
Just tell Miss Cleo it's gonna be quick. I will be open ears.
Oh God. I don't want to get involved in this. Send him back here. Come on. Good God.
There she is.
I'm sorry.
What do you want?
Okay, look. I know. Maybe we didn't kind of get off on the right foot there or anything at the end, but clearly there's some things we kind of need to hash out. All right. So, what do you need from me?
For you to leave. You're brash and you're rude. And you're going to get us all killed by dividing this city into factions.
How have I split this into factions? I just got here.
You stoke fires that need to die, old wounds that need to heal, and create new ones.
Oh, that's right. I remember. It must have been that time when I looked into those people's futures and split up the crowd. That must have been it, right? When I did that? Me, Eric, when I did that personally? Do you remember that, Gail? You were there, under the car. Was that me?
No.
No. I was just the one that yelled. Because I don't trust Grace. But I'm my own man. I can be what,
You hold no grounds. You hold no home in Eureka. You will move on to the next place and destroy it as well.
Well, at least I won't bring an army with me wherever I go. When I devour the next town that I go to, like old Unseelie Grace does.
If you're trying to change loyalties or instill hostility between me and Lady Grace, you don't need to do it. I don't trust her either. But I trust you even less.
What have I done that is even less than what she's done?
When I do prophecy, there are things I don't say out of respect for those people, but also so that I know who they are, and I keep those things to myself. I saw more of you than you would like to know, Varix.
Well, it sounds
And
like...
I don't mean in the washing your balls way.
Look, I know you treasure those parts of it, but I need to know the unsavory ones. I just need to know what I'm gonna be in this mess, so I can figure out
That's your choice.
what I need.
It's always been your choice.
That's why I'm here.
So you say. for you is not for others. You can move on. You can move away. What of Lady Pamela? This is her home. What of Miss Morrigan? This is her home as well.
I'm not making
actions
their
have
decisions for
consequences.
them, though.
No, you are not. And they choose to keep you as a companion at their freehold. Prove yourself as worthy of that invitation. That is my only advice to you.
That's what I've been doing.
She just sits there, looking at you.
You don't remember my dick waving around, saving us from the goblin?
There's literally no one who hasn't heard you talk about this 20 times.
You seem to have forgotten.
I choose to forget.
See, but it's clouding your judgment here.
My judgment is perfectly clear. I am to sit and watch and see how things play out, nothing more. I choose no sides. I will support those who take the right action, and those that do not, I won't. It is simple as that.
And so where do you stand with Lady Pamela and Morgan then? I'm just another guy. That's fine. You can think whatever you want of me. But where do you stand with them?
Lady
Because
Pamela,
you left them hanging too last night.
She seems to weigh your words. She says, I bear no ill will towards them, as I bear no ill will towards Lady Grace. She is tormented enough already.
Lady Grace is tormented?
Yay.
I can't imagine how she would be tormented working with boggarts.
You think that was her? Do you all really think that? Then you were stupider than I thought, Varix. And I already thought you were really, really stupid.
Well then, enlighten me.
Did you not see the concern in her face? She's atoning for someone else's sins. She may know why they are here, but she doesn't.
When was I supposed to
understand.
see the concern on her face?
By watching, by observing, by not trying to make a quick, witty retort at every conversation at any opportune moment you can make.
I guess I didn't notice the concern while she was bossing everyone around.
Well, that's what I do. I notice things. I sit and I observe.
So
I
you
watch.
then noticed the way that she took over from Pamela while Pamela was trying to lead.
Out of fear.
Out of fear?
Yes.
Fear of what?
What comes for her?
If she was afraid of it,
What she may be realizing about herself and about those who she considers friends.
like Jake.
And we'll leave you hanging right there as we go to Eureka Live. Julio and Jake are there. Julio is sweeping the floor, cleaning the place up. Jake's talking to his bartender boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And the boyfriend looks over kind of protective, like, oh, here comes this bitch. You know, like, you want me to say something? He just puts his hand on his hand and says, no, it's okay. I invited her. Okay.
Morgan just sits the muffins down in front of Jake and just kind of stands there with a contrite look on her face and doesn't say anything. Because he said not to.
Muffins, huh? Okay. You don't have anything to say? You're just going to bring me muffins and that's it, huh?
No, you asked me to shut up, and that is what I am trying to do.
Oh my God, Morrigan. Everything is not so literal, honey. Just shut up in the moment. I'm doing this because you are acting pathetic. Don't ever send out. Do you do that to your boyfriends? Like if something goes wrong, are you going to send them 20 damn texts?
She goes, I don't have any.
Well, it's probably
She
because you
was
sent out
saying
20 damn texts, honey. Don't. It's desperate.
She goes, what I saw.
I don't want to know. Stop.
Okay. Okay.
And that's what I wanted to tell you. Don't. You think I haven't already heard this from our little whisperer friend? I know. I don't need to be reminded. I don't need two of you doing that shit, honey. I don't want to know how that happens. If I'm supposed to die, I'm supposed to die. And you see the bartender boyfriend crying.
Aww.
And he goes, I'm already dead anyway. Okay? I found out a month ago I've got stage 3 lung cancer.
Morgan looks like somebody kicked the breath out of her.
I'm living on borrowed time anyway. So yeah, I hear that I'm gonna die. I know I'm gonna die. I don't need you to tell me about dying in a hospital bed with my loved ones beside me crying and hooked up to a bunch of machines. I don't need to hear it.
Is that what he thinks happens? Morgan, okay, just because Morgan's not subtle, she probably has a look of like, huh? Like he can probably tell that ain't what she saw.
Yep.
But she ain't saying it either now. She's like, because he said he didn't want to know, but she's like,
Okay, hold on.
Oh God.
this bitch ain't subtle.
Yeah. He's like, all I know is that I asked if I was going to make it through my cancer, and Gail just sighed and said no. And that's all I need to know. Okay? I don't know how much time I've got, but I'm going to do the best with what I have. Okay?
she's got her lips pursed like she ain't gonna say nothing, and she just nods. She ain't gonna say it. He said not to say it. He don't want to know. But fucking hell.
I just, I can't do the shows like I did. You only saw I did one performance, and that makes me sad. I used to go all night. In a lot of ways. Oh. But, either this body dies or our spirit stops, but we get to do it again. We get another go round. I can't say that for the humans.
Yeah.
Who knows what'll happen next time?
She just nods like, no. But she's definitely very upset to hear that he has such an illness. And she doesn't really know what to say. She does. She goes, I'm sorry, I invaded your privacy. That was wrong of me.
That's all I needed you to say, okay? Please don't do that again.
I will not. I did not mean to offend you. What I did with you was done out of concern.
A lot of things in this world, good intentions, right? Road to hell, paved with all that.
True.
You want a drink? I know it's like 10 a.m., but I'm drinking. I got nothing else to lose. Fuck the liver when the lungs are going.
She kind of laughs like a sad laugh, like, she goes, sure, because it seems rude to like leave and be like, no, I'm not going to drink with you. You just told me this horrible ass news.
Sweetheart, shots. We're doing them. Yes, we are. Body shots too, by the way. Lay down. Look at his abs. Oh my God, Morgan. Great cheese on those fuckers. I'm going to miss that.
She's probably trying not to cry while she's laughing.
Aww.
The Uber arrives at the palatial estate of one Lady Grace Winterhawk. The gate closed. A new black Mercedes parked out front. The button stands waiting for you to push it.
I push it.
Hello?
This is Lady Pamela. I'd like to speak with you.
Oh. Well, Lady Pamela, I'm busy unpacking. Could we set up a meeting at another time, or? Oh dear, you don't have a car, do you?
I do not.
How did you get up here? Never mind. Come in.
Thank you.
And she buzzes it, and the gate opens. You get a shiver as you walk through the cold iron gate. And you're inside. The Uber leaves. And you go to the door, knock, and she lets you in. And her face is kind of puffy. Like she's probably been crying.
I give her whatever I cooked for her.
Okay. It's like a lemon blueberry cake. And it's like ornately decorated and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, oh, you just whipped this up, didn't you?
Yes.
My. You Boggins are tremendous. I apologize for not giving you the credit. Come, sit down. You'll have to forgive the motorcycle in the living room. I'm getting it taken out, but
I'm sure Kyle would love it if...
that's a good idea. Perhaps I'll contact him to come get it. Yes. Gibson's garage, right?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Well, what brings you out here?
I...
And she looks down at your chest.
She see it?
Yeah. Oh.
Yes?
Is that what the business is about?
Partially, yes.
To know my place?
Yes, partially. But I just wanted to talk to you and understand more what happened last night, because I only got half the story.
In regards to what? It was a long night, dear.
In regards to Morrigan and what she did in the car.
Morgan looked into my future against my will in order to taunt me.
Oh, I doubt that.
Are you lying to her? I told you that that's what she did.
It's not a full lie, but as it comes out, she realizes it sounds like a lie.
Give me,
it would be true.
Give me
'Cause she does
manipulation
believe,
plus subterfuge.
She does believe that she did it for the greater good, but she also is
Hold
like,
on.
I could see that.
She only partially did that.
Ooh, I got 2 9s and a 10.
Okay.
Holy fuck!
Wow.
Yeah, she seems to buy it.
Yay!
Well, it seemed that way to me. I know Miss Morgan does not care for me much. And I know you and I had our disagreements the other night. And I want you to understand that I'm not trying to take over this town. I'm not trying to come in here and take charge. But I could see how an Arcadian she showing up and all this trouble shows up with them. And she starts to get teary-eyed again. She's like, and I didn't call King Milk. I was angry. What are you saying oops for?
Because I called it my house.
Because you called him what?
Her house. For
I
defense.
set up a call for my house. For Scott to get your ass here.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Because this bitch said she was going to bring an army.
I got you. Okay. She's like, I'm young. I have a lot to learn about the world. I'm still learning. And I've done well for myself. At a relatively young age, I should say. And I would love very much to help in this community, but this community is not my home. This is a retreat. But hearing Thelaine show up, I was just trying to show leadership. It was so fractured in there, you understand. And maybe it was fractured from me showing up. But I spoke with my mentor last night, and she walked me through some things, and it's better now.
Who's your mentor?
Oh, just... No, sorry, I'm changing notes.
Oh, okay. I was like, is she being shady?
No, she's not. Let me
Okay.
get to where my notes are. Her name is a Moonray. Well, that's her Fae name. Her, seeming name is Giselle Carson. She helped me when I went through my chrysalis.
Ah.
She was there for me and helped me understand it when I was a young girl.
Then you understand the bond between Morgan and I.
Were you there for hers?
Yes. Her chimerical friend led her to the reverie.
Ah. Well, then I understand. I do. Giselle helps me a lot. If I have problems, I consult with her. It's nice to have a friend.
Is she an Arcadian she as well?
Yes. She is.
Well, you are fortunate to have a mentor, certainly. What did she say?
Just that it's different for us, that we are always this. It's just that we awaken to it. It's not the same for us. We don't go through the changeling way. We just are.
I meant about last night.
Oh. Sorry, what? Yeah, so you're asking what she said about last night.
Yeah.
She was very concerned. And she seemed to be sympathetic. And then we talked about making sure that the real estate deal had gone through, and I told her that those were boggarts, and she seemed to be surprised by that news.
Has she met them before?
Why, she must have, because she introduced me to the company.
Uh-oh.
How odd. Well, this is why...
Gears are turning in her mind, too.
Oh, okay, then I'm gonna let them turn. I'm not gonna push it.
But she's not saying anything.
Yeah. I'm gonna look around at the motorcycle. How involved is she in your business?
Well, she helped set me up. With the corporation. She gave a lot of the seed money for that.
Where does she live?
She lives in Georgia as well.
I've been hearing so much about Georgia lately.
Yes.
Must be
Well, that's
beautiful.
the seat of power from...
Yes. Unfortunately, it's also where the Boggarts are headed.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Is that not where their company is based?
They just... I thought they didn't really have a base of operations. It was more a P.O. box in Atlanta.
Oh.
Mumby told me that they moved around a lot.
They came to visit Morrigan and Varix last night.
I promise you I'll have no more dealings with them.
Good, good.
And I'm telling everyone I know. And I told Giselle to say the same thing.
Oh.
She certainly wouldn't have done business if she had known. And I feel so stupid for not knowing the difference.
Well, it's not your fault. It's just something a Boggin knows.
Oh.
But that's why it's important that all Kithane work together, so we can be wary of this kind of thing. Because there are things that Varix can see and Morgan can see that I have no idea of. When they said they were here doing their paperwork, have you figured out what they were doing? I'm worried they were setting some sort of trap, or... I don't know.
A trap?
When we came to visit, when they were here and they made us leave, they said they needed to stay to finish up some paperwork. I don't know what they were doing, but they told Morrigan and Varix last night that they were done and heading out, so I'm a little wary of what they did here in that 24 hours.
I looked around. The place was actually pretty well kept. I was afraid it would be demolished, me finding out what they were. But they actually left a fruit basket. I didn't eat any. I threw it away.
May I see it?
It's in the trash, but sure.
Is there any way I can suss something out? I don't know. Like a gray mare or Kenning or whatever.
So...
I mean, I'm sure she did, but maybe.
So you could. Yeah, you could do Kenning. So you would be perception plus Kenning, difficulty 7.
I got 2 successes.
They're apples, but they're chimerical. So you're not sure.
Is that weird to give to somebody? What does that mean?
It is strange.
You can't eat it, right?
I mean, you could, but a changeling could, but they're from the dreaming. And why they would do that, you don't know, and you probably wouldn't want to eat one to find out.
Weird.
Do I know why someone would do this?
No.
Why don't I take these with me so... The Reverie has certain protections on it, and any chance we have to disrupt their plans, I feel like as we might as well take it. We don't know what they could have done to this.
Okay. Miss Brightstone, I want to get along with you all. And I want very much to be a good steward and a neighbor to you. I'm not here to take over. I know I've said that already, but I mean it. I swear to you. And I know swearing like that has weight.
I also did not come
And
to
it's not an oath, Monica, by the way. It's just...
I know.
Yeah.
I also did not come to throw my weight around with my new position, but I was concerned that Eureka was in danger. And that's why I reacted the way I did last night, and why I wanted to talk to you in person, one-on-one, calmly about it.
Well, I would hope that Eureka's not in danger. I don't want that. I just I still feel like it's my fault because they came here and I brought them. But I've never seen that goblin in my life. You have to believe me on that. I would have known that. How could you mistake that for anything other?
That's true. Yes, I fear there are more Thelaine than we know about. If Mumby and his brother...
Have they been here before me? By any chance? Maybe that Mumby and those found their kindred, so to speak, and pulled them out of the woodshed. I don't know.
So they had bought those other properties without her knowing.
Yes.
Is that right?
You don't know if she knows right now. As a matter of
Okay.
fact.
Then yeah, I'll tell her they have bought other properties.
What?
Yes. I think 2 buildings. What was it?
A
tell her
lot in an old building.
A lot in an old building here in Eureka, and I don't know why.
What? What? Why would they?
I fear we're not out of the woods just because they are returning to Georgia.
Out of character, Monica. Also, Jake told us back at the party that Grace had talked to him before Eureka Live opened about some property, the Blue something or other.
Blue Springs Heritage Center.
Yes, the Blue Springs Heritage Center. She
What
was
are they
asking a
doing
lot of questions about that.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what Jake told us when
Yeah,
we were
he
at
did. He did.
I'll ask her about that too if they were involved with that.
Well, that's not for purchase. That's just a tourist location. But Giselle was really interested in it. She said she had heard about it and wanted to know more about it. So I asked about it. It was very pretty. I went and saw it. It was almost magical being there.
Did you go with Mumby?
No, myself.
And
I have
Giselle?
very, very little dealings with Mr. McGillicuddy, you understand? I kind of prefer it that way. He's good at what he does, but he's a very shrewd businessman. And I just don't like that. I understand business is business, but he even takes corners that I'm not comfortable doing. But
She's just thinking to herself, and you thought that was a normal bargain behavior? Come on! But she's not saying that. I guess we will have to be on our guard. I'll try to come up with a plan, but it's difficult when we don't know what they're planning. Since Giselle introduced you to the company, maybe you could ask her if she knows anything else about them or what they've been doing in the past. Maybe we could figure out a pattern of where they're going and what they're buying and what they could be doing.
I can ask her.
And then I'll tell her what they said to Varix and Morrigan about. They were upset about the possibility of her calling the army, and also they were like, if y'all step to us, we'll step to you. Just
I really wish he hadn't said that to them.
why?
Well, now what if they're going to come back? What if they saw that as a opportunity for them to come in here and declare war?
Well, we don't know that.
But if that's what they want, I
That
could
we're
call
prepared
in.
to-
I could call Giselle and let her know that we need to get mild on this. If that's what you would like.
I don't think that will be necessary right now. She's just got, like, red flags about Giselle the more she hears about her. But, in the meantime, I'm trying to rally all the Cathane again, because feelings were hurt, and things were tense. But, if we can all come together again, and come together with level heads and a fresh perspective, now that we know that the 3 Thelaine we knew about are gone, doesn't mean the danger is past, but we need to figure out for certain what's going on so
I
we
agree.
can make a plan.
Well, I will defer to you. It seems you have risen in the ranks here. That's good. This town needs a leader, Miss Brightstone. Whether it's you or myself,
She
and she
looks
doesn't,
at her
and she says,
"It's
and
me."
not, and that's good. I want it to be you. My home is Atlanta. This is your home, but it's my temporary home, and while I'm here, I want to treat it as such. And I will protect my home and help those that need help protect it as well. You have my assistance, whatever you need.
Thank you.
I'm glad to see you stepping up and doing this. It's a boon for your town. They need a leader.
She doesn't know what to say to that because I don't know why she keeps saying she's happy about it. But she wouldn't be so direct as to say why. Like, say it. I don't know. Just why do you think the town needs a leader and all this shit? But she's just gonna keep that to herself because it's not really relevant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. But she's remembering what the Duchess and Brandon said of like she's being manipulative. So she's just kind of accepting her words but keeping that information away.
Okay.
Can I roll for bullshit for the whole conversation, or is that is that something I'm able to do?
Sure. It'll be perception plus alertness. Difficulty.
I'm definitely spending a willpower. Because I got to know.
Difficulty 7.
My crew doesn't trust her. I need to do this roll. 1, 2, 3. With my willpower 4, -1, so 3.
Okay. How many dice were you rolling?
6.
Okay. You know, with every fiber of your being, that she is being so sincere to you right now.
Okay. But I don't know if that's because I failed or if I succeeded. Okay.
I'm just smiling because you're smiling at me like I did something I can't help it.
I do not detect anything then. Cool.
No. Like, you honestly believe her.
Okay. I'm still gonna relay all this to my team when I get back. Because this Giselle shit I'm suspicious of now.
Morgan, you finish up.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little woozy, but he's like, Julio, drive her home. Sweetheart, you haven't had any. Take my keys. Go on. I've got it. Yes, I had another car in the back. It's okay. And we'll go back to what's happening with Gail. Varix, we left you on saying that what I said
About
earlier.
Jake.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there are a lot of things to consider. And I should charge you for this wisdom. But I won't.
Has she told me about the Jake thing? Or did
No.
she just, or was this literally her just pausing once I mentioned Jake's name?
Pausing for dramatic effect to transition to the next scene.
Oh.
But when you say Jake, and you're asking Jake, remind me because we've gone forward in time a little bit. You're asking Jake as asking for he can't be trusted or what?
No, it was because Grace, she was getting on to my ass about not paying attention to Grace being concerned, looking
Gotcha.
genuinely concerned
Right.
or whatever.
Right.
And so I took a dig essentially and said, what, being concerned about Jake?
Gotcha. And then we moved on. Yeah.
And then we moved on.
Yep. No, not just Jake. For everyone. For what follows her. Morgan was not the only one to glean information in that car. As I
What
said,
you did too.
of course. On all of you. Even the driver. To see if he was going to fucking wreck us or not. But I'm discreet. She, Lady Grace, brought more than just the lane. She brought eyes upon the waters. And they may search. And if they find it, and I do not know what it is because I dare not look at it, because it looks back if you stare for too long.
The darkness.
Something like that, yes. And whether or not you were trying to be funny, I don't know, but yes.
That's for you to figure out.
Our time is up here. Tell Morrigan, while her fears and concerns are not unfounded, it is not our place to interfere. I told her that last night, and I mean it. We know the ending of the story. It's like flipping to the back of a book and reading the last page. You have no context, but you know the ending nonetheless.
Well, if Snape kills Dumbledore, I don't want to know.
Then I shan't tell you.
You weren't gonna tell me anyways.
He does. Fuck you. Get out.
What did you say?
He does. Fuck you. Get out.
Yeah.
I love Carol so much. Not because she's being rude to Barracks, just because she's sassy.
She's very sassy.
She's
Funny.
sassy darkness.
Yeah.
Prophecy lady. I love her.
Well, fuck you too, Miss Cleo. As I'm walking out.
Call me now.
For another bumbleclot reading.
All right. So you could call an Uber back if you want, or you could hitch a ride with the Morrigan who's waving her hands out the window of this vehicle being driven by a troll.
She's probably like halfway out the window too. She's probably drunk.
I'll catch a ride.
Okay. So you get in and you're all going up the hill. And it's like a little compact car. Morgan's in the front seat and you're in the back. And Julio is driving. And he's kind of 10 and 2, hands on the wheel.
Well, I guess I'll tell her what Gale.
Okay.
Well, no, I'll save it. Okay.
Okay.
I'll save it.
Okay. So I guess we're going back to the Reverie, right? Julio says.
Nope, we're going to McDonald's.
Can we go to McDonald's?
Okay.
No, we don't. No. Yeah, we do. No. Barracks, do we need to go to McDonald's?
I haven't had McDonald's in
Absolutely fucking not.
Come on, man! You just said we could go to McDonald's!
I'm just saying.
Julio, go to McDonald's.
Okay.
Julio, you heard the lady. Don't listen to me.
Okay. You guys have money?
Morgan does, I'm sure.
Broke as shit, dude.
Well,
Shut up.
I don't have any to pay for you guys.
Morgan, she has 1 dot in resources.
Yeah, she's got it.
I pay her.
You got that? You got that $quarter-pounder money?
Yeah, I pay for everybody's.
Okay.
Because I'm drunk and we're
Make it
everybody.
rain.
Yeah, everybody
All right.
gets a drink. Everybody gets food and a McFlurry.
You pull up to McDonald's. And Julio's like ordering for you guys. Pay for it, and he's like, "Thank you. I really."
You're welcome. Thank you for driving us home.
Oh, you're welcome. It's no problem. Happy to help.
I'm gonna whisper to her, "Don't say I never did anything for you."
She's like looking at you confused because she doesn't make the connection at
I'm
fucking all.
trying to look at Troll Man
Uh-huh.
I know.
and Troll Penis, and
I get that. She doesn't because she's drunk and she probably wouldn't have understood it if she was sober. She's just not.
just forget it. Forget it.
So you're leaning up and saying this to her?
I was whispering that to her,
Gotcha,
yes.
Gotcha. Okay. And Julio just kind of regrips the wheel and is just like looking forward, you know.
Did we make him nervous? Like, is he just like, oh my god, what's with these fucking people?
It seems like he's trying really hard to just do his job. But like, and him even stepping out of line to get McDonald's with you guys feels like he was like, ooh, am I breaking the law? That type of thing.
Okay, like I can't tell if is that like a troll thing?
It's like a, I'm trying to live a good life, damn it,
Oh, okay.
thing, and do right and not
Okay.
slip back to where I was.
Okay. Well. 'Cause she's drunk and she's blunt. She's also embarrassed.
Gonna bring up his troll
Okay.
penis?
No, not that. She ain't bringing that up.
Just tell him
You're
he's
getting
cute.
close to the reverie.
It's one of those things that like she okay. She goes, "You're a good guy, Julio. You know that." Like, you just ran in and you just got those people out of the church. You didn't even fucking blink, man. Like, nobody else ran their ass in there, but you sure as hell did. And you got them out, and you tried to keep my dumb ass from flipping out of that truck because I was distracted by this dude. I can't believe that fucking worked, Barracks. Like, I was waiting for it to just like get clipped off or something, and I'm not gonna lie. I
And Julio
probably
starts to kind of blush, turning
goes,
purple
"And-"
again.
She's like, "And you kept me together as Dan, his dumb ass." Of course, I guess we told him to say at the reverie, but I'm like, what's the point of freaking having you go to med school if you're not even around?
How
we-
close are
We're
we
here.
to
We're
the...
here.
Oh, great. All right, cool. Well, thank you, fuck you, and bye. Let's go. Come on.
I don't even know what he just said. Thank you. And she's like tapping him on the shoulder.
Uh-huh.
It kind of sucks for her because you know how she has those vine tattoos?
Yeah.
As she's like patting him saying thank you, you can see little buds start on her face aiming, obviously not on her mortal one.
Right.
Little buds of like what could be flowers start to come up.
Oh,
And
okay.
she's like, "You rock, man. Thank you for the McDonald's and the ride."
You're welcome.
And she's like having to get Barracks is trying to help her. She's probably stumbling.
All right. You're all back at the reverie.
I guess we're all exchanging information now.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you get me any fries?
Hey, did you
I'm
get me
kidding.
any fucking fries too?
Who's that?
From the back garden.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh, they parked in the back garden. I told them that if you wanted to stay low profile. Hey, this fucking bird's all right. We've been riding
the
all
fuck?
night, and it's
Is this
we're
Nanny
kind of
Boo
tired.
Boo?
So we're staying the night. Is that okay?
Is it
Who
Nanny Boo
is-
Boo?
Yep. And we'll leave it there.
That's Morgan. Morgan
Yeah,
does
she's
that.
drunk. She's like, oh, fuck yes!
And I'm very confused.
Yeah, you're like, who the fuck is this?
It's a big, fat, like 6'1" biker lady. On either side of her are two guys that are still pretty big, but compared to her, not. And you realize that she is a red cap, which basically means a big mouth with sharp teeth and a temper to match it.
Mm.
So, and they can literally eat anything. Like, end of sentence, full stop.
Like her size.
Yeah. And if you'll go back and listen to the first couple of stories, you'll know all about her.
Oh, you need to.
But we will leave it there for the night and find out what brings her back to the Freehold.
Probably an Instagram post.
Might very well be. But before we wrap up, let's go around and do favorite moments. Adam, what was your favorite moment tonight?
I don't know. Come back to me.
Okay. Monica, how about you? Of another character's favorite moment. Let's do that.
I guess it would be either. Okay, I'll have one for each. Probably Varric's talking smack to Mumby, and Morrigan eating crow, so to speak, with Jake in that whole interaction.
Okay. And Dee, what was your favorite character moments of the night?
For Barracks, it was when he was in there smack talking with Gail, he was being not, you know what I mean? Like he's like making up, but also smack talking,
Sure.
and I don't know. I liked that whole interaction. I
Yeah,
thought
that was good too. Anytime they're together, it's funny.
I love Barracks and Gail, man.
Yeah.
There's a romance that needs to happen.
They're shipping that.
I ship it. I ship it hard. And for Pamela, I think her just going in and her interaction with Lady Grace and being like, yeah, part of the reason I'm here is to let you know what your place is, and mending that bridge, probably, I don't know. I liked the way she handled it. I thought it was very like she's in charge and she knows it. I don't know.
Cool. Adam, do you have yours now?
Yes. So, for Pamela, it would probably be the beginning when she became part of the, she was the seventh chair. What is it called? I'm so terrible with names.
Seventh chair of the Commonwealth Council.
Yes. When she got that and everything. And then finding out more about Grace. And then, for Morgan, I don't know. I thought the drunkenness in the car. It's pretty good right there at
Pretty
the
good
end
too.
there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think it all went well. I think a lot got unwrapped tonight. That will bear fruit later. We'll find out what those fruits are the next time we play. But until we do that, this is GM Tuck wishing you all the best and happiest of dreams. Good night, everybody.